Today is the third and final video in the ankle sprain series, and I'm so glad you guys made it here today because that means that your ankle is feeling better. You made it through that initial swollen phase, you worked on a little bit of loading in the second video, and here you are ready for a challenge. So today I have some single leg strength work, I have some balance work, and I also have some jumping and agility. So let's try it out. Our first exercise is actually going to be a little bit of a single leg squat, but there's a few different variations. So this is good for strength and balance, and it's gonna take your ankle through 3 different planes of motion. So that's really important because when we're walking around through our daily lives, we don't realize how much we use our ankles and how many motions they have to go through without us thinking about it. So the first one, you're gonna put your hands on your hips. This is gonna be the hardest version. If you need a handhold, please take it. All right, this is gonna be a squat, but we're gonna use our other leg to get different motions out of it. So as we squat down, you're gonna reach forward and back with that opposite leg. Forward and back, making sure to squat each time. We're getting good knee bending, forward and back. Now, the further you go, obviously the harder this is. There is an option to use your other foot to tap to give yourself just a little bit more stability, forward and back, okay? The next one is going to be side to side. So I'll show you from the front and then we'll change. You're gonna go side reach to side reach. So I really want you to push out, kind of test the limits, let that ankle go through a little bit of the side motion. I'll show you from the side here. And again, hover that foot if you can. It's a lot more difficult. The last one is gonna be a rotation one. So as you stand on this one leg here, you're gonna reach back and rotate the hips open. And then you are going to squat and reach forward and kind of close the hips. Now this one's a little bit weird. You're gonna lose some range of motion on this forward one here. You can see I'm struggling a little bit. Good. And the less you hold on, the less you tap, the more difficult this is gonna be. If you can get through 5 to 10 reps in each position, you will be feeling your ankle working. Great, now let's get into a little bit more of the jumping and the plyometrics. So we are gonna start with a jumping exercise that again takes you through those 3 planes of motion, but we're actually gonna start with just a normal jump, so we're using both of our legs. So we're gonna be jumping forward, backward, side to side, and then actually a rotation. So I'm gonna show you one time through here. Great. So that is jumping in 3 planes of motion. So what we're doing is challenging the ankle to absorb the force in the forward, backward, side to side, and the rotation there. So what you can do on this one is challenge yourself, push yourself a little bit further, go a little bit faster, or increase the reps. So let me show you guys one more time. Whew, it's getting me out of breath. Try that one 5 times through. I guarantee you'll be feeling it. All right, that last one was a little bit of a jumping warm-up. We are going to continue to progress and make these exercises harder. So we're gonna be in more of a single leg position here. I'm actually gonna set up to where my back foot is up on an elevated surface. So you can see I've got a few different yoga blocks stacked up here. Eventually we'll get a step in here, but for now, all you have to do is go on the first step if you have stairs or anything where you can elevate your back foot. Now that's gonna allow you to put some pressure on the back foot, but kind of get it out of the way. Make sure you're not putting your foot on something that's gonna slip away, okay? So I have most of my weight on this front leg. If the back foot is slipping, that probably means you're putting too much weight on it. So really keep the weight over this front leg. Now, as you're beginning to see, there's a pattern here. We're gonna do the same 3 motions. Forward back hop, side to side, and then a rotation hop. So I'm gonna show you 1 or 2 times through here. So I am feeling the burn in that leg, definitely feeling a little bit of ankle fatigue, and I do not even have an ankle sprain. So this is a great exercise to get back into the higher level loading, that hiking, anything where your ankle is going to be challenged on an unstable surface. This is really starting to get back into that strengthening. So for our last few movements here, we are going to go full single leg. This is going to be the hardest one because there's no stability and you're not hanging on to anything. It is full leg strength and single leg ankle control. So I'm going to show you two different versions. The first one is going to be more for distance, landing, control, and sticking it. So we're going to go through those same motions again. And then for the second version, we are going to speed it up and go fast, more of a quick bounding reactive motion. And so this is going to challenge the ankle in a few different ways. So the first one is going to be a single leg hop to a forward stick. Okay, so it's going to look like this. Boom, good. So what I really want you to watch out for is the knee. Okay, you can see my knee, swinging a little bit side to side. That's normal. We do not want the knee diving in. We don't want any knee injuries here when we're rehabbing our ankle. Okay, so load it up, land, and I had to tap my foot a little bit there because this is a hard exercise. Okay, next, we're gonna go side to side. So from the right to the left, good. And then we'll go back the other way. Very good. So these can also be a little intense, right? Be careful when you're going from the left to the right. Again, make sure you have really good knee control there. If this is really difficult for you, shorten the range. If you're flying all over the place, you're not ready for how hard you're pushing it. All right, the last one is gonna be those rotation ones. So you're gonna start by going back in a left rotation, and then you can actually just come back the same way in a right rotation. Great job. So, gotta catch my breath here. We have one more version. This is going to be the quick bounding one. So pretty much just like you're jump roping on one leg, and we're gonna be going through all those positions. So hands on hips if you want. This is what it looks like. So here's the forward and back. Switch. Good, and the last one, a little bit weird. Okay, definitely can't go as fast on that one. So I would recommend maybe going through 10 to 20 times in each position so you can kind of get the hang of it, because switching is a little bit weird. You guys did great on all those exercises. I hope they were challenging. You should probably be feeling a little bit of a leg burn and maybe even some fatigue in your ankle. Hopefully none of them were pain-free. If they were, you gotta regress back a little bit and do some more of the mobility work. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these videos helped you on your journey to a pain-free life. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to see more of these videos. I'll see you guys next time.